What's going on, everybody, and happy Trials Eve. Today I want to go over some of the matchmaking that has been going on in Trials of Osiris. First and foremost, I want to say I think these changes to Trials has been amazing for everybody. The amount of loot we get is just uncomparable to probably anything else in the game, so that's always amazing. Most of the matchmaking has also been great. I've personally loved the matchmaking going to the Lighthouse, and we'll get into that in a little bit about the rest of the matchmaking. However, I do think I like that they are trying to make people play with other people. Like, the matchmaking definitely benefits you if you're playing in a trio stack. I'll tell you that right now. If you haven't played it yet, go do it. Also, side note, a lot of the clips from this video are from the Checkmate mix, the little rotator down here. I knew I missed Checkpoint, but I didn't realize how much I missed Checkpoint, and I cannot wait till the special meter comes back. This game, I honestly don't know why they ever took this out. I love it. It was so much fun. But anyway, let's get back into Trials. So, I played a lot of games on Burnout and a lot of games on Solitude. The lighting aside on Solitude, let's get down to just simply the matchmaking. So as far as the matchmaking goes, week 1, I had a pretty easy time getting in the Lighthouse, getting 7 wins in a row. I got carries done, I got my flawless seal, I got everything done that I wanted to get done, even at the expense of maybe a high KD. But it still ended up happening, so I was really happy with that. That being said, after I got my completed passage, the flawless passage, the matchmaking was kind of crazy and kind of all over the place. I want to preface this by going over the most recent patch note to Trials where they said they loosened the flawless pool matchmaking in the solo queue playlist. That being said, that wasn't really my experience I had during week 1. I actually, and this is going to be a hot take, enjoyed the flawless pool games more than the non-flawless, than the open skill connection pool games. And the reason I say that is because going in solo into those games, if I went into the flawless pool, those were legitimately competitive games, especially if it was 3v3, like all 6 of us are glowing red. They were competitive games, like going 4-4, and they weren't like someone got stomped. Like, it was, if I made a mistake, I'm going to pay for it. If I won, if they made a mistake, they paid for it. Like, it was a very good competitive game going 4-4. Then it came down to like supers where like everyone had their super because everyone seemed to be good, and it was like dodging supers at that point, which is kind of like exhilarating and fun. So I actually really liked that matchmaking. The part I didn't like is when it went to open skill. It really, really felt like the matchmaking was giving me, as the red glowing player, 2 people who probably just started playing the game, if I'm being completely honest. And that was not very fun. And if there was someone on the other team, it just came down to who had the worst randoms. And that wasn't very fun. And to be honest, that was kind of my similar experience I had in week 2 here on Solitude, where they loosened that up. And a lot of my games were very similar to that, where like I basically would have to carry wins and get like the past. And this is a very good example. The past 2 weeks, I've dropped my highest kills ever in all of Trials. I've been playing since Season of the Haunted. And I was dropping consistent 20 bombs in Trials, which is really insane for me to do. So something is going on. I don't know what it is, but it feels like there's like a little bit of a snake draft where when it goes to the open skill, you are getting put with the worst players in the lobby. It is what it is. During Burnout Week, I did multiple tests as well. I did LFG Fireteam Finder. One of the times I did it with 2 guys who were worse than me, had never been to the Lighthouse before, and I played with them. When I got their lobbies, it literally came down to, is there at least one good player on the other team? If there wasn't, we won, and I would carry them. And that's just how it was the entire time, in the 3-stack too. So it is what it is. If we saw any person that was possibly better than me on the other team, we got 5-0. And that's just what ended up happening. After that, I took one of the guys had to get off, so I took another guy who was a 0.5, and then I took anyone who was around my skill level or slightly like a little bit below me and I'm looking at KD, I'm looking at ELO on Trials Report, so that's what I was judging this off of. And when we did that, we took the guy flawless immediately. It was insane how quick it was. So I do think like 3-stack, and if you can make your alignment of your team that way, is probably the best matchmaking to make you feel good about yourself, if I'm being completely honest. But other than that, I do think the matchmaking feels a little iffy. Personally, I kind of liked the flawless pool matchmaking, so I kind of wish they would just, if they're going to do the matchmaking with complete open skill, they just need to balance the teams better, in my personal opinion. But at the time of me making this video, who knows? This is definitely coming out before the TWID, so maybe they'll mention something about it in the TWID. I kind of doubt it, especially after the vlog we just had this week, so the live stream. So I doubt we'll do that, especially with not swap being the big controversy in the community right now, but it is what it is. This weekend we have Endless Veil with the new sniper rifle Keen Thistle, so a gun that a lot of people are probably going to be chasing. I think there's a lot of good rolls on it. Personally, I think I want the Envious bait and switch, so I can have another extra damage sniper just in case, but we'll see what we get. I hope to see you all in the Crucible, and GG's. I know it was a quick video today, but hope to see you guys there. Good luck.